There's a lot of unknowns out there. People who are getting hit a lot harder, but they're just not being talked about.
Hi guys, we're here with two people that we never met before, but we have a connection through my stomach. And we have That Boy Good Barbecue, we have Mark and Kim. We're here with the campaign of Oceanside Strong, and they showed up today to grace us with some information and how they were able to, actually let's start off with how you started your business and kind of how you've made a transition over the years.
Okay, well the business itself, just an idea, has been a dream of mine since I was a kid. I started cooking at a real young age. I started washing dishes when I was 14, started cooking when I was 15 in a local diner back home, and always wanted my own restaurant. And obviously I made a career, professional chef, whatnot, been all over the country, all over the world. And when Kim and I got married, we decided together that we didn't want to work corporate the rest of our lives. We wanted to do something on our own, something to help our community, something to give to our son, and just be more in control of our life in general. So we decided to just come out here and do it. And my last real job was at the Ritz-Carlton in downtown LA, and at that time I was getting worked to death, and she's like, "It's time. We're gonna make this happen in the next year." And I give her 99.9% of the credit. I mean, she went out and she made it happen, and without her, we're not having this conversation.
So why did you guys choose Oceanside? Of all cities, Oceanside, of all places.
I had lived here 20 years ago. I originally moved to Oceanside, and my son was born here. Fell in love with Oceanside. My best of best friends are here. I just always fell in love with Oceanside, and I really always knew I would come back here. So it was just a no-brainer. And he fell in love with it too. And he's the one that came up with, because he could have done anything, any kind of food he wanted to, but we knew there was no barbecue. So that's what we decided on.
Yeah, there was a little bit of barbecue around, but for downtown Oceanside, nothing really within arm's reach that was worth talking about. So we decided, you know what, that's it. We were actually down at the Pierview Pub over here and having a beer, and we had flown out here from Colorado at that point, and we were just kind of tossing ideas around, and I'm like, you know what, barbecue. She's like, really?
On a beer napkin, and he wrote, "That boy good,"
yeah.
And he goes, "We're gonna serve chicken and waffles and Kool-Aid," and I said, "What?" He goes, he said, "All them boys next door at the Marine Corps base," he goes, "they're gonna love it. It's a no-brainer." And then so that's how Miss Kim kind of came about, because they would go off to Afghanistan or whatever. Mark was working every day in the kitchen, open to close. I was in the front of the house, open to close, and I would get to know these military boys, and they would come back, and I'd be so grateful that they came back alive, and they, "Miss Kim, we're so happy to see you." So it was good. That's just kind of, it all just evolved into.
It was meant to happen.
Wow. I know there's more to that story, but you have a southern.
Yes, I'm from Missouri, so my dad's side of the family is all Ozarks, and we are true country folk down there. And then my mom's side's all St. Louis, so I definitely have a little bit of country in me.
So now with the transition, what were you guys able to do or maneuver or pivot to still maintain, I guess, your pick up orders or online or?
Once again, we're truly blessed because we were already under our second location. We had opened another location just right around the corner. And it was originally supposed to be our catering kitchen, because we found out that doing large catering orders, if we did a large catering order, we'd have to shut down the restaurant early because we just couldn't produce enough food. So there was a space problem there, which is a great problem to have. Not having enough space to operate is a great problem. That means you need to expand. So we expanded up the street. So that catering kitchen's ready to go. It's a walk-up counter, plenty of parking, which is great for right now, because when all this happened and we did have to figure out what we were going to do, we decided, okay, all the food's being produced up there, let's just use that location. People can't sit at a bar and drink, and we don't have a liquor license up there because it's a walk-up counter, so it just made sense to do that. But we have the infrastructure up there, we got the parking, we've got a great staff we've been able to keep employed, a majority of them.
We did have to lay off. We'd laid off over 20 employees though, so we've been doing our best to do what we can, but the ones that want to work, we're making sure we can get them in there.
Yeah,
so.
and we're still off. Any of our employees who are laid off, they can still come get a free shift meal
Every day,
whether if they work
food.
or not.
Wow. Yep.
We're
free
ready.
TP.
Yeah, free TP. You need eggs? Come get some eggs.
Yeah, we're just trying to do what we
We've got to
can.
make sure we're taking care of them, because we will come back. We're hardworking people, and we're a hardworking country. and we will come back, and we want to make sure that all those great people that worked for us before will have a job available when we do come full blown again. And it's a little hard to swallow sometimes, but we're resilient. We're just going to keep working hard
And your hours.
Every day from 11 to 8. And we're just doing to go, and then we have delivery with DoorDash, and they've been offering free delivery, and we just so happened I had gotten that rolled out before this actually went into effect. So we literally were so new about that, but thank God it happened at the right time.
Yeah. And for catering, if somebody wants to any kind of catering, we can get delivery for that too.
Yeah.
Through a restaurant, through Kim and I.
Yeah, we just.
So they will call or they email or both? Does it matter?
Yeah, this email or call us or I'll come sing you a song while I'm there. Whatever you need, I'm doing it. I can figure.
Well, because DoorDash,
cartwheels.
DoorDash, if I'm not speaking out of turn here, it doesn't have our full catering menu
No, they
on
don't.
DoorDash.
We just have a little.
People.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people can still go to the website, order catering, and if it's a catering over X amount of dollars, we'll bring it to you.
And I started this campaign last week to support Oceanside team members, so the police department, the fire department, the teachers. If you're buying something, if you get some kind of catering for them and you're just wanting to support these people, then I give you gift cards for free. We'll give you a percentage off of the thing and free delivery and all the goodies to go together. So, because it's amazing what this town is doing, and the teachers at the Oceanside High are doing the free meals every Tuesday and Thursday for the kids, and the police department. Everybody's been
there's a lot of unknowns out there. People who are getting hit a lot harder, but they're just not being talked about. They're kind of lost in transition, and we want to make sure as good citizens that we're looking out for those people who are out there, because it's different groups, different people. Like I said, the kids not going to school. Some of them, that was their primary meal, and got to make sure food banks, things like that. So I've got some friends through my Masons Lodge who deal with the food banks. So I'm going to be reaching out to them because it looks like it's going to go a little longer. So I'm going to reach out to them and say, okay, what can I do? What can I donate? How can we help?
True Financials hit us hard right now. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, we're still waiting to see if we can get the SBA loan, but
we're blessed.
We're blessed.
We're still here.
Doing, we're making it happen. I'm huge on marketing. I call myself the free marketing queen. So anytime anything comes at me, so I do live Facebook posts, several a week. Email blasts, knocking on doors. We had our staff calling the old catering jobs, let them know we're still doing this. I got 6 signs on Miss Kim's doors. So just whatever I can to get the word out. And
So I mean, technically, you can work business to business, meaning there's I found out that a lot of independents are not that savvy technology, with social media and stuff like that. Right. So just making a simple phone call and just having a 5-minute conversation or just, that really, or a Zoom conversation.
I met, we're trying to buy from other restaurants for our own personal, just to support them as well. And I went into a Mexican restaurant out in San Marcos, and he looked so devastated. So I gave him a list of 10 things to do that are free right now. This is what you need to do to get in the door. Get your Facebook going. It's free. Instagram is free. Twitter's free. Put a balloon out there. Go to the dollar store. Anything, have a guy out there. Mary's down the street. I don't know if you've noticed. They got their family members standing there.
In the back of a truck.
The back of the truck. And they said that's working. And that's free. That's just saying, here we are. We're opening. Just do it. Think outside the box.
But you've been thinking like that for a while. It's hard for someone to be like, let me try to think outside the box.
When this happened, I can honestly say, working with your spouse in a restaurant is difficult. But in these times, in any kind of time like this, Mark and I just look at each other and we're like, it's go time. This is what we got to do. This is what you do. Just make it happen.
Well, I really hate to stop this conversation. I mean, I'm completely serious. I mean, I know we're doing the Oceanside Strong campaign. We're going to continue this for cross my heart, because you guys are just good people and I want all that intel. So how can people, is there anything you want to say to Oceanside before we wrap this up, or, call you for other than social media ideas and good barbecue? But is there anything you want to say to the community in general, or?
I just want to say that I'm so grateful to be part of Oceanside. It brings tears to my eyes every day. I mean, yesterday, I'm going to start, the amount of people that showed up again yesterday we're so grateful that people are showing up. So, and I'm willing to help anybody if you want free social media or free marketing advice. Email me, catering@tvgbbq.com. Call me. I will give you free advice all day long because I want to see people succeed. And just the amount of community that has come, Main Street Oceanside, the Chamber of Commerce, Visit Oceanside, the City of Oceanside, everybody is just really coming together and making things. We're going to get through this.
And I would like to say one thing. How can we help? That's my statement to anybody. Whatever it is. You know, you're having trouble doing A, B, and C, whatever it is, you know what? I may not be able to help A and B, but I might got C.
Yeah.
So,
I'll make a phone call.
you know,
Yes,
as
exactly.
community,
You need someone to listen.
Yes.
You know?
as individuals, if we put our hands out and touch everybody in this community, we got hands across America.
Yeah.
You know, we can reach out that far. So, you know, we're in this together.
Man, I feel like going for a run. Yeah, thank you so much for showing up. This is so cool.
I'm Kim Millwood. That boy good?
Hi, I'm Mark Millwood. I'm the chef owner of That Boy Good and her wonderful husband.
We are
Oceanside
Oceanside strong.